We're just following the road, MALHAM Rakes they call it, heading up towards MALHAM Tarn Lake. And looking across the wall to your right hand side, you can see all the rock formations, all in a straight line, which is coming across from the top of Gordale Scar waterfall. And you follow the grass path right along to the top corner where you meet the road that you take to MALHAM Tarn Lake. And that's where we're going now. So we've just got to follow this track that we're on now. Just about another half a mile and we'll see the lake, hopefully. I was going to let the dog off now because I'm between a wall and a wall there, but there's more sheep on the outside here by the side of the road, so I can't. Because he's puffing and panting, and I like to let him off his lead, get a bit of exercise. But he's watching the sheep there. Leave him, son, leave him, leave him. He knows when I say that, he's got to ignore them, just walk past. Couple of walkers there just climbed out the black Mercedes car that was parked on the right hand side there, just in those rocky alcove just up the side of the road. So they'll be probably walking up towards MALHAM Tarn where we were going. So we just get over the top of the brow of the hill where those two walkers are ahead of us, and then you'll be able to look down towards where the tarn is, hopefully. So it's onwards and upwards to the lake. It's a canny little parking space there. Could bring the me fold down caravan and just plonk it in there and stay here overnight and do all the walks again. All three, like Janet's Foss, Gordale Scar, MALHAM Tarn, and then go back down to MALHAM Cove, have a look around MALHAM, and then do the surrounding areas of Stainforth, Langthwaite, Settle, because it's all a beautiful area here in the Yorkshire Dales. There's never something short where you can do the waterfalls as well, because there's Catrig, Force, Scaleba or Force or something like that, and the Ribble that runs down through Settle. All glorious places. Right, so up over the top of this hill and then downhill a little bit down towards the tarn. So when you see that tree on the right hand side, that's when you know that you're close by. Sun's really high now, it's getting red hot. Oof. There's a cattle grid coming up, so we'll have to take him through the gate. Right, so after coming up MALHAM Rakes Road, we've come up the white stone track that leads over towards MALHAM Tarn Lake. And I've got 3/4 of the way along here, following these big stones on the right hand side of the track. And I've got my first glimpse of the lake just down there in the dip, just to the left of the wall and the trees there. So obviously you'll be able to see more as the further we get down. And the dog can go in for a well-deserved cool off and a swim. I'm going to take his harness off and insist he goes in for a long swim to cool off. And he stay wet all the way down back to MALHAM Cove and in the car. And that'll keep him cool. So we're in view now of the big massive lake. You can just see the blue water down there. And that's the way we're going back via the corner of the wall there where the trees are, and then going over towards the car park which is over there. And then from there you cross over the road through a turnstile, then head back down the gully and then head down towards MALHAM Cove. So that's our next stop off point after the tarn here. But it looks really nice, the water from here, nice and blue, especially on a red hot sunny day. Oh, there's sheep up ahead, so I'll have to put the dog on his lead. Come here, son. Right, so we've continued to come along this white dirt sandy track, stones, like a farmer's track, but it's private. It says no cars as you come over the top from Gordale Scar pathway onto the road, and it bends round and it comes right round to this gateway here where you go through, and there's a signpost on the corner there saying Pennine Way, and there's a grass path going off round past that set of trees there in the wall, and that's where you go over towards the car park on the main road. So that's the way we'll be coming back after we've come through this gate again, after seeing the lake. But there's loads of cattle grazing around the lake as well at the trees. So I was going to let him off, but all day there's been either cattle or sheep. So poor bugger hasn't getting up much today to get his exercise. But through this gate, you follow the path round and just your lake's on your left hand side. It's bloody red hot now and all. I'm glad I took me hoodie off and put it in the car before I set off. Otherwise I would have been absolutely sweating. But that signpost is pointing that way, Pennine Way, so you go past the tree there and the brick wall on the grass there. And this side is saying Pennine Way, but if you follow this path all the way around, it takes you around the activity centre on the far side and the proper state house hidden in the trees on the other side. So here we are at MALHAM TARN. Cheers. Oh, you nearly went. Right, so there's loads of loose cattle, so load to chop down logs of trees here and all. Over there as well against the wall. Obviously it's good pickings here beside the water for the livestock. A little calf over there next to the wall. I'm just looking to see if there's any big bulls. He's stuck in the mud. He can hardly move. Oh, he's limping. He's obviously hurt his leg, so he's just taking his time. Oh, she's taking her time with that because it's a cow. I thought it was a bull. Right, so as you can see, this path goes right around the side of the lake to a gate at the far side, and this pathway is going up on the hills up there as well. And there's a boathouse just on the other side of the lake there, and behind it you can just see the house of part of the estate on the far side. Hello girl, how are you? Hello girl. Right, so let's go up and get closer to the water and let him off and go in for a dip. Well, it's getting later on in the day now and more people are showing up, coming in their cars and walking on the pathways. There's two in there and there's two further on coming down towards the meet of the lake. There's a woman here with a bairn in the pram. And obviously this is where people sit underneath this tree when it's red hot to get out the sun, get a breather. So that's a nice boathouse over there, looks like a big dog house. And there's another one further around where there's two boats can go in, it's a doubler. Hiya. So if you continue around this road through the gate and go around, you pass the estate, the house, and then if you keep going round, you just come out the far side and back to the road where the car's parked. There's a fisherman and he's rowing boat there in the middle of the lake fishing. Right, looks like bag down, camera down time, and sandwiches and a cup of tea. It's too hot. Whew. I'll get him to go back in the water. The water's really clear at the shore, you can see the pebbles underneath going about 25 feet in. Dog's just been in right into past his head because I threw a stick in for him, which he's brought up and put on the side of the pathway there. There's loads of people stopping over there and getting out the heat, sitting under the trees and having a picnic. He's gone back for his stick, look. It's quite heavy, that knoll, for even for me to pick up and throw in. But it's like a little lolly stick to him. Right, so it's back along this track, through the gate that we came through, and then head off to the right, past those trees in the distance, and then we'll see the car park at the main road again. We'll head towards that and then keep to the right of the car park and then head down towards MALHAM Cove. So that's our next stop. Beautiful, glorious, hot day. The fisherman in the boat will be enjoying himself. Oh look, Petunia, it's one of those sailing dinges. Oh look, he's waving at us. Oh look at that man over there with a purple face. He's doing one of those country folk dances. Funny adverts, them. Pied wagtail just come and landed on top of the round brick wall there. Beautiful little birds, pied wagtail, black and white. So you've got your greyed wagtails and pied, which is the black and white ones. Greyed wagtails have got the yellow breast. Right, onwards and upwards towards MALHAM Cove. Right, so coming away from MALHAM Tarn, we've come back along the white track that we went in on, through the gate, and came around on the Pennine Way, round by the trees in this walled area. And we're following the trees round so that the pathway takes us closer to the edge of the lake again, where we can see more of the lake as it opens up. So as you're further over this way, you can see the full extent of how big the lake is. Right, so we'll follow this path down to the lake's edge and then we'll walk along the edge of the lake and go towards where the car park is over there. And then we'll head across country towards MALHAM Cove. Dog knows where he's going. He's off down the water. Oh, he's coming back. He's enjoying a bit of freedom off the lead now. Right, come on, son, come on. I'm glad he actually went in the water after his stick because he got himself all damp and wet. So that'll keep him cool in this wet hot sun. Oh, there's a fisherman. He's just getting up his boat there on the side of the lake. Looks like an Australian with his shorts on and his bush hat. Right, so we'll go down the lakeside and we'll follow the path round and then head back to where the car park is over there, where they drain the lake when it overflows. Right, so that's looking across the wall back to the area where we've just come from, past the cattle, and the pathway leads right to the start of the estate, which is over there. You can see it in the clearing of the trees now from here. That's it there, that's the estate house in the gap in the trees. Right, so onwards and upwards to the past the car park, so we can go down the water sinks area down to MALHAM Cove. Aye aye. How stunning is that, man? Looking across the lake towards the estate's house there. It's in a beautiful setting. I mean, the views they've got from the windows there onto the lake, it's fantastic. It costs a fortune to stay in there if it's a hotel place where you can stay. Right, but we're going onwards and upwards around the edge of the lake to the car park. Right, as we're coming further away from the MALHAM Tarn now, we've come around the edge of the lake. It's much cleaner at this side where the sluice gate is, because there's no cattle churning up the mud at the side of the lakeside. So the docking gone in much easier, and the water at this end looks much cleaner as well. But this is where it overflows when they open up the sluice gate and it goes down the stream and it heads away down there. Dog's enjoying his bit running about. Finally I've let him off. After walking past all the sheep and the cattle, I've had to keep him on the lead half the day. So now he's obviously enjoying his bit running about. I'll let him go in the water again now before we head down to MALHAM Cove. That's it, he's going in the water there now. I'll get him to get a final drink. Oh, yeah, come and get a drink, son. Here, come and get a drink. Here, what's this? Yeah, get a drink. Good boy. Get a drink. Good lad. Good boy. Good boy, son. Get a drink. Get a drink. Good boy. Good lad. Get it. Where's your stick? Where's your stick? Where's it, son? Where's it? Go and get your stick. Go and get it. Go and get your stick. Go on. Go and get it. I'm trying to get him to go deeper so he gets all damp, and it'll cool him off and keep him cool all the way down to MALHAM Cove. Good boy, get it, son, get it. Good boy. So this is the sluice gate, like I say, that open up and let the water run down and join the river, run away from the tarn here when it overflows. So when it naturally overflows, it just comes above the step and runs down the ramp here. But when it gets too much and they need to let water out fast, they turn the handles on the sluice gates there and let the water run down the secondary discharge ramp. So it looks really deep there. The dog could have just jumped in and had a swim. Right, so onwards and upwards for us. So we're heading to a place called Water Sinks, where the car park is just to the right of it, and then you get on the bridle path takes you down the Pennine way towards MALHAM Cove. So that's where we're going now. More and more people out all the time now because it's getting later in the day. It's about 20 to 12, I think. Right, we're leaving the side of the MALHAM Tarn Lake now, and we're cutting across the grassed area at the bottom end, and there's the car park there. So to the right of the car park is where the turnstile is, where you go through, and there's a grass path going up over the hill straight ahead, and that's where we're going, which leads you over to the top of MALHAM Cove. So that's where we're heading to now. Well, it's a beautiful hot sunny day. There's only a few like tiny little white fluffy clouds about. Nothing serious though. But look at that stunning view there, man, back towards the MALHAM Estate house and the rocky crags behind it in the area of the lake itself. It's beautiful. It's well worth to come and visit. So if you fancy coming to do it, you come down and park in the village of MALHAM, which is not far from Skipton. So as you can see, there's quite a few cars in the car park now, because more and more people are coming out as the day progresses. So if you come past the trees just by the lake and you stick to the path that goes straight over ahead of you instead of coming down the lake. You come out the path just to the right of the car park here, and then you go to the road, turn right slightly, then through the turnstile gate there where the ice cream van parked there. You can see the wooden turnstile gate where you go through, and then people are starting to walk now to go over the path towards Malham Cove, and that's where we're going. Skylark singing away there above us. It's actually great. I can let the dog though. He's had a good run about now and had a good drink and swim in the water, so he's happy now. But I'll have to put him back on his leader when we get to the top of Malham Cove, because it's a 150-foot drop over the edge, and when you get on top of the limestone pathways, they're slippy. I don't know about now with them being dry, but if it's been raining at all, or a little bit of frost or snow, they're really slippy. And of course there's a gap between each one, it's an easy twist and ankle if you go down between them. Right, come on son, Howie. Jimmy, this way. It's going obviously to film the information board on the top of the rock there.